Good morning. Good morning. We are live again today. I've been trying to be consistent with going live. So if you are just joining, please hit that like button. And if you are new, y'all know y'all better subscribe. Okay, so I want to see y'all hitting that like and that subscribe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so we are going to be discussing today the term high value, and everyone who watches my channel knows that I don't like that term only because it indicates that you're comparing it to something low value. And if something is high in value, it can definitely sink in value. Okay. So when you describe someone as high value, that means, first of all, you're only comparing it to the level that you deem high, because high to one person may be low to another person. Okay. I've had so many people come in the comments and say, oh, I met a high value man and he does this, and that. And I'm laughing because to me, that's not high value. Okay. So I guess it depends on your level and what you deem high or low. So I say, why don't you just say valuable? Or why don't you just make sure that the person is valuable? That way their value is valuable no matter what. You're not comparing it to the dusty down the street, because someone, a high value person could just have, a 9 to 5 job and, has a car. That could be high value to Pygmisha, who's walking down the street or standing at the bus stop. So we can't keep using the term high value. We have to keep, an open mind when it comes to what value is, and just say valuable, because when you say valuable, you aim higher and there's no limits and there's no ability to sink, because you will always stay high as far as whatever you feel high is to you. Because every time someone evolves or gets more money, that value is now compared to what your old version of high value was. So as you evolve, you can't keep using that term, because it's eventually going to be someone else's low value. So just say valuable. That way, when you know someone is valuable, they are a lot of times irreplaceable. And valuable and high value have two separate meanings. High value is simply the current amount of money that they are earning and how they view themselves because they're earning that amount of money. Valuable is when you are irreplaceable, can't nobody do what you do, and you've made a name for yourself. That is a different type of valuable. Okay, high value is a dime a dozen, because as soon as you lose your job, what are you? Medium valuable, low valuable? Are you what are you on? Unemployment valuable? So we gotta remember this. Valuable. Do you own your own business? Do you have a name for yourself? Are you innovative? Do people know you? Can you be replaced? That's valuable. I would rather have a valuable than a quote unquote high valuable, because that can change at any moment depending on the economy, depending on whatever. So remember, your words are very important. And it's almost like, a term that is very, very superficial, to the point where it becomes cheesy and not something that is going to be used for very long. It's almost like a fad word, or a type of word that's like, okay, well, um, for how long are you going to be high value though? If something else happens and you don't have somebody to sign your paycheck, are you going to still be high value? What do you have, sir? Like, are you irreplaceable? Are you the boss? Da, 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 da. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would deem myself valuable as a woman. I'm not even high value. I'm just valuable. Period. Done. So because there's only one me. I I don't, depend on the economy for this. I'm just me. And so if you are really looking for a valuable person, find someone who's irreplaceable. Find someone who knows who they are and not having a checklist out trying to figure out if they are high value or not. Because if you're a man and you got your little checklist out and you're trying to figure out if you're a high value man, you're not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I Gloria, Gloria, Igloo, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're a new mom. Don't know about how to thank you enough. How about meet up in Paris, please? Girl, you gonna play? You gonna pay for everything? I like the finest. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. So yeah, you got to make sure like I'm valuable, baby. I might sometimes valuable people don't walk around screaming out their value because that's stupid. They don't have a T-shirt with high value on it. They have to determine their own valuable through the ability to be replicated and not even replaced. You can't replace someone who's valuable. They are who they are, and no one else can do that. Or they are very special in a way that no one else can be them. So make sure that you're looking for valuable, especially if you're going to settle down. And valuable could mean so much more than money. Like if you already got your own money and you're looking for valuable in a sense of like what are they valuable in? Are they valuable in coming through on their word? Are they valuable in doing whatever it is they say they're gonna do? Are they valuable in, of course, how they perceive themselves? Are they the best at what they do or one of the best at what they do? Not just, did you finally get your raise and now you can check off, the little box that says high value and in a week from now, are you going to be able to keep up the work that you did to get your raise to check off the box high value? How long are you going to keep high value? What if your job, it ends tomorrow? What if the company closes? Are you high value on your own? So look for that type. That way, you're always going to have people that are deemed valuable. And that means no matter what happens, they will always be that way. No matter what, they can take whatever they have and make it even more valuable. It's like one of those people that have the Midas touch. Whatever they touch grows in value. That's valuable. Okay, high value is just at the top of the shelf and it ain't on sale yet. Okay, it ain't on sale yet. That's the only reason it's high value. As soon as nobody's buying it anymore, or it loses, popularity or whatever, it's going on sale. But at the same time, when you are only valuable, it doesn't go on sale. Okay, luxury never goes on sale. You can buy it secondhand, you can rent it, you can do all of those kind of things, but it will never be on sale. You will never see a sale price on anything in a luxury or couture shop, and that is valuable. Now, if you go to a lower end valuable place that's not, a fashion house, you're going to find stuff on sale. You're going to find, stuff like that. But you're never going to go to a high end type of, luxury place and see a sale sticker or a sale sign. You're never going to do it because that is valuable. And those type of places their items only increase in value, especially if they're vintage or something like that. So you need to realize, stop looking for high value and simply look for valuable. It's going to last longer. The man will be less insecure. And you will also know that you have something special too, just as they know they have something special. So stop looking for this stupid checklist of temporarily high value, and look for just value. Okay. So we got to remember that, and we can't get caught up in some of these words because these words create our lives. And what you're going to end up looking for and finding is a checklist that can go either way. What you need to find is somebody that can't be defined by high or low. They just are. Okay. They're not trying to climb. They're not trying to stop from sinking. They just are. They don't see any of that. They can never even compare themselves to anyone because there ain't nobody else to compare them to. Okay. That is how numbers are determined. Or and when you say value, I know that represents number, but it also represents how you feel and what you can create. It's not just a number, it's what you can create, it's how much you can create just from being you. It is not how much you make on your temporary paycheck. It's what you can create and produce forever. Find a valuable man. All right. Um, because high value is only going to go low and go on sale soon. And as soon as they don't feel high value anymore, they're going to start acting like low value and treat you like even lower value. So don't do it, baby. You say you need to find someone that can't be defined by high or low. Exactly. Like they got two lines. Like, okay, all the high value men get in one line. Okay, do you really think a man who is like a billionaire or a millionaire or just knows that he's the best at what he do gonna go get in line? No. You think he gonna check off a checklist? You think he on BuzzFeed taking a quiz thinking, asking him if he's high value? No, there's no question in their mind. Therefore, they don't need a label ever. We just are. And you'll notice those kind. They don't look like they're trying to be something that they're not because they just are. Okay, and I've seen a lot of those. I've seen a lot of those types of people, and then I've seen people that quote unquote deem themselves high value. They have a very cheap demeanor about their quote unquote value, a very superficial version of their value. Like they'll make I have a degree, I earn six figures, I have a home. What do you bring to the table? If you're high value, you don't need to know what I bring to the table because you got it. You got it all with no questions asked because you have no reason to ever feel like you're going to lose something. So you need something from someone else. You have no reason to ask a woman to bring anything to the table because you're supposed to get, have her and be able to provide and protect. If you are high value, you're not going to ask no stupid questions like that to no woman. So that's number one indication that you are not high value. If you ask a woman what she brings to the table, Mika sprinkle her, appreciate that. So a valuable man would never ask a woman that. He would either see what she brought to the table, and now I'm not talking financial wise, but every other wise. He wouldn't have to ask that question because a valuable person recognizes another valuable person. The question never needs to be asked. If you asking because you need a checklist, it's because you had to take a quiz to see if you are high value or not, which means both of y'all is low value if you answer that question or check off that list. Okay, it's fake. And y'all always talk about I'm fake and this fake. At least I understand the value of the word valuable. Okay, so please, y'all stop using that term. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like there's it's almost like a trend that's embarrassing, So don't do that. It's like, how do I find a high value man, girl? Go down to the unemployment office. In 6 months, he'll have a job. There you go. He'll be high value again. What? How do I find a high value man? Find someone on BuzzFeed taking a quiz if he got high value. And if he passed the test, there you go, baby. Find somebody that's just like the person next to them, except their names are different. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when you find one because they will be unlike anybody you've ever met. Okay. And you'll know when you find one because they'll do the things that you don't really have to ask. And you'll know when you find one because you're not going to be trying to impress them because they will seek you out and be impressed by you already, or they will have noticed what it is about you that they really like, and they won't need you to prove anything because most men who are valuable recognize valuable. Okay. So you won't have to do any of that stuff. You ain't got to jump through no hoops, baby. You ain't got to take no tests. Ain't got to pass no tests because why test someone? Valuable people do not take tests. They make the tests. They are the standard. Okay? They are the standard. They are not to be tested. They created the standard, and that's just it. So, um, to me, high value is simply someone trying to live up to the standard of someone who is valuable and can never do it. So they got to try at least. Um, can you do things to make yourself valuable too? See, here we go. Here we go again with the test. Okay, one of the most valuable things or people or ideas in the world is to know your own worth. You don't need a checklist. Okay. If you don't know, then who else will? You know, I know, I feel it I felt it since I was a child. I know. Okay. And if you don't have that, you need to build that within you, knowing that you are valuable. And then no matter what anyone else says, your value can never be depleted by words of another who can't do nothing for you. Okay. And even if they can do something for you, it still doesn't deplete your value. It just allows you to see that, what someone else is willing to do to get you to do what they do because you are so valuable. Okay. If you have someone that is strongly trying to manipulate you in a direction or that is strongly trying to get you to see something that you're just not being able to see or not willing to do, it's because of your value. If you weren't valuable, they wouldn't try to get you to do any of those things. They could just go get somebody else. So when they try to make sure that you are on the same page as them, very hard. It's through manipulation, even if it's through, whatever, kind of put down or any type of value system or rating system. It's because you are valuable. And to get you to think otherwise decreases your value momentarily until you get your right mind back. And so that those men can have a chance or so that they can confuse you for a second so that you're not in your best way of thinking and allow them to do whatever they choose to you because you forgot that you were valuable. Okay. So you have to know. You just gotta know. If you are one of those women that are just totally blah, have no personality, a carbon copy of the next, because you've never gotten to know who you are, and you can't define yourself without a man or a best friend or some kind of gimmick or whatever, then you must get to know yourself. Right? You must do what you like, not what's on trend, not what you think everybody else will like, but what you like as an individual person. A lot of people are afraid to do that because they think people are going to talk about them or not accept them. If you are valuable, it doesn't matter. Okay? And this is why most people who are deemed valuable are different and not a carbon copy of the next. And even if they look like a carbon copy or temporarily act like a carbon copy to get whatever they are getting accomplished, they don't think like one and they don't act like one. So this is what I'm saying. Valuable versus high value are two different things, and you need to realize that. Okay? You said, and we got to stop. We got to stop accepting. Like honestly, a lot of you ladies in here always come and tell me about what men say and what people do and how people complain about you. Why is that still in your mind? If you didn't collect no dollar bills from them, no type of check from them, then why are you repeating their words? You giving them free advertisement. Okay, we don't care about them. What are you doing? What do you think about yourself? It doesn't matter what they think. They're not you. So what do you think? Okay, let me read some of these questions. Your brother always talks down to you because you're not married and he is. So obvious he's married and miserable because why are you worried about me? Exactly. Let him say what he got to say and just brush it off because he needed to vent. Obviously, it's not your problem. That's his. Okay, don't care. Let him solve that. You said how to heal from sisterhood wounds. Like I said, honestly, unless they're physical wounds, you only grow stronger. You don't really heal from anything because um, the only thing that can be hurt is your physical body. Okay. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't stab a ghost. Okay. You need a proton pack or something. You can't stab a ghost. Therefore, a ghost can't be wounded. Therefore, ghosts don't need to heal. Maybe there's just unfinished business, darling. Okay. Maybe that's all. A lot of people feel like they need to be healed. Da, da, da. Y'all know I don't believe in that stuff. You want to be healed? Go listen to Michael Jackson, Heal the World. And sing. There you go. Done. You wanted my answer. There you go. I don't believe in all that stupid, like defeated talk. Like all y'all coming here like I'm wounded. Somebody said something about me. I'm not. I don't feel like. How do I become high value? If you don't know you are, then you never will be. If you walk around healed, you always gonna be trying to heal. Stop. You good. You always been good. Somebody told you weren't, and you believed it. Okay. Stop doing that. I promise y'all. Y'all are looking for ways to defeat your own selves. Y'all are looking. What else can I find? I need to heal here. I'm traumatized. My brother said this. This dude I don't know who's probably dusty said this. How do I become high value? Why are you doing this to yourself? Just be what you want to be. Just be what you want to be. And when somebody asks you, you better tell them valuable. That's the key right there. Y'all keep looking for somebody to give you a check somewhere. Write yourself a check. And not a check like with money on it, but a check like I am. Period. Done. That's how you get the attitude of an unbotheredness. That's how you become valuable because no one can bring you down in value. Not even through, okay? Every time you believe something somebody say, every time you let somebody's words or opinions about you bring you down, you just went down in value. You ain't even high value no more because you believe in some crap someone said about you, and now you're questioning yourself. And whenever you question the value of something, the value goes lower. Okay, so stop. You want to be high value? You want to be valuable, not high value, because high value can drop. If someone of higher value comes along and reminds you that you ain't as high as them, you know what? You just valuable, period. When you have, things that are deemed valuable, such as, crown jewels or antiques or rare finds, you're not going to go and compare them to another antique crown jewel or rare find. You're just going to say valuable because it's very unique. It's very rare. You can't find it everywhere. And it's only going to increase in value. A very popular, expensive store and buy, a plate that may cost $200 because it's a name brand or sitting in a store. But will that increase in value? Something that is already antique is definitely going to rise in value because of the history of it and all that kind of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. So what I'm saying is, you can be temporarily high value, but if I can find that plate in the thrift store or at Goodwill in a month from now, and it not go up in value because it's not anything to mark some type of history. It's not made out of anything valuable. It was just the inflated price of something that was on trend. then I'm sorry. The high value of that item is now low. Okay. So you have to realize, I mean, take it from me. I be thrift shopping, antique shopping. I shop online, I shop everywhere. So I know the difference between high value, low value, and valuable. Make sure you're not doing this to yourself. And if you are going to label yourself anything, just make sure it's just straight valuable. Um, what's valuable to the woman is what other women want. Value for men is what his need and uses. It just depends on the woman because I don't care what other women want. I know what I want. If other women want the same thing I want, then let them want it. I'm not worried about others. I'm worried about me. This is you got to bring it inside, baby. You got to be like, I don't care what this chick want. I know what I want. She can want whatever she want. It's not going to change what I want. Okay. Maybe we have similar taste. Maybe we have similar goals. I don't care. I know what I want. Because if I'm always going by what other women want, then I'm going to be always looking at other women saying, oh, well, what do these women want? No, what do I want? They can look at me for all I care about to figure out what they want. I know what I want, been knowing what I want since I was a child. Okay. And that's it. I know what I want. And I know I'm valuable. And I know all of these things. And you should too. If you don't know, then who else will? If you can't even think that thought in your own mind and push that frequency out into the universe, into other people's minds, then how are they going to think it about you? You ain't even putting it out. You know, they're not because no one's putting that out about you. Anyone who is valuable thought that they had to think that they were valuable first. Nobody just came along and told them, hey, you know you valuable, right? You didn't know? Because why would they? When they could totally take advantage of them if they didn't even know themselves. And that's what happens to a lot of women. They get totally taken advantage of because they don't know their value. And they don't know how valuable they are. And they don't even think they're valuable. So that's why any Dusty can come along and be like, say girl. And then you'll be like, no, I don't care. I know who I am. I'm waiting on you to recognize. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And so that's the attitude you have to be the way that would be described as valuable. It is not delusional. What is delusional is someone thinking that they can come along and talk you out of your own mind, of your own valuableness. That's delusional. You think you're going to come in here and tell me who I am when I know? I don't think so, Clay. That's what you got to do. That's delusional. And you have to remember that if you have nothing to gain from someone telling you that you're delusional, then it's false. If they have something to gain by telling you you're delusional, then to them, that's the only reason they're telling you you're delusional. So they can gain something from it. You know? You said what's the Dusty? I don't know, but say your essay. Let me holler at you. You cute. Girl, just go read people's DM. You'll see the dusty lines. Okay, I be deleting dusty lines every day. No, you said listening to Shira got me so many things I've wanted, and I'm only 30. I just getting started. Okay, I mean 20. I'm sorry, I didn't call you 30. Even though 30 is still cute and young, but 20. You want your props. Okay, girl, you get your money. Why do people have to be so fake to get what they want when you can just be yourself and get the same? Because there's a lot of men out there with a checklist of what a woman should look like and how she should act and what she should think and how she should speak. And so the checklist is simply, or the fakeness is simply to bypass that so they can get to the wallet, darling. because they can be both. A woman can be who she is, and she can fit the description of what people deem as, what a woman should be. We honestly, the woman herself determines what she wants to be on a daily basis, how she wants to look on a daily basis, how she wants to smell on a daily basis, how she wants to wear her hair on a daily basis, how she wants to dress it on a daily basis. She can change her mind at any time to fit a description and get the task done that she deems needs to be done. That's what women do. We're not so permanently etched out that we can't transform and change day to day depending on our needs and wants. That's what a woman is. Okay. It would be harder, and I know this is why a lot of men are envious of the ability for women to be able to do this. That's why they don't like hair weaves and makeup and wigs and stuff, because we can easily turn into anything we want to get what we want. Like, for example, if there's a job, like, and y'all know I don't work, but if there was a job that I wanted and I saw how they hired, the type of women they hired, what I see the aesthetic of the office looks like, I know that my chance would be better if I looked a certain way. I'm not going to go in there just saying, okay, well, y'all going to accept me for who I am, what I look like when I wake up in the morning. Da, da, da. No, if I want something, I got to be strategic in getting it. I have to play chess. Okay. And what people are telling you is stop playing chess and just, be a pawn. No, you can do that. And that's why you never get nowhere. Men can do the same thing, but they can't do it with their looks most of the time, especially if they're straight. You got to do it with your mind, your intellect, your ability to create what no one else can. You got to do it like that. You can't do it. You got to get into different stuff. Y'all see the men who are doing this out here. You gotta expand. You can't just be one dimensional. Okay. That's valuable. If you're a one-dimensional man, you are not high value. You're not valuable. Okay. If you can't do this, if you can't touch three streams of income, you ain't no high value. Bye. hmm Or you might be to yourself, but you're not valuable. I'll say that. You might be high value, but you're not valuable. Okay. So men don't need to be trying to strive for the high value checklist. They need to be striving for the valuable checklist. Okay. That's impressive. And most women are quote unquote high value. Um, you know, the definition of what people say high value is. Most women are already. So all you're doing is finding someone just like you. I don't want somebody just like, most women don't want somebody just like, they want somebody better or that can, bring them up and teach them and support them. They want that. They don't want the same or lower. So when y'all say high value, that's just like saying regular to me. That's why you can't say high value. You have to say valuable. That means no matter what, their value is only increasing. Period. If you with a man and their value is not increasing, then they're only on the level that high means to them. So y'all have to keep remembering that. You said this chat is so low vibrational. Okay, well, don't read it. You know you got free will, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's another thing. The same thing as not listening to anyone who has anything negative to say about you. You have free will. You ain't got to read them comments, baby. You don't have to talk. You don't even have to comment unless you are, asking me a question. So, we got to get out of this mindset is that other people's opinions matter. What other people say does not matter. It's what you think and how you live your life day to day. You know what I'm saying? If all someone has to do is make a negative comment to get you out the room, then we know how to get you out the room. If all someone has to do is say, "Oh, well, I don't like this and I don't like that about you," to get you to lower your self-esteem momentarily so they can get what they want out of you, then that's what they're going to do. I don't care what other people say. That's why I don't really even block trolls, because trolls is just there to fill up the space. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Let them be, baby. They got their own opinion. If you know, if we edit the world to only see and hear what we agree with, then we can't grow. Now, we can respond to it and give our opinion on it like I'm doing now, but we don't need to edit it. We don't need to remove it and make a petition to have it removed from the dictionary. We don't need to do all of that. I could care less, but I'm just giving my opinion on why there's something else that an alternative word to use that can better your chances at finding what it is you're looking for and may not know. That's all. I'm expounding upon it, even in a fashion that you're able to use it in multiple dimensions. Okay. Um, there you go. So, and also another thing, telling me that the comment section is negative and that you're leaving, you could have saved your time typing, baby. I don't care. Leave or don't read it. There's nothing I'm going to do about it. It's up to you as an individual to make yourself valuable enough to not let stuff bother you like that. Okay. For me, I could care less. Get stronger, baby, mentally. Okay. Like, a lot of people want me to get someone to edit my comments, or, I don't know what they call it, monitor. I don't know what they say call it. But no, I don't need that. Okay. I don't want anybody making decisions for me, what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. You know why? Because this is my channel and I don't need anybody to block anybody unless it's me. I'll do it myself if it's necessary. If y'all can't deal with it, y'all can't stand the heat, get up out the kitchen. Okay. You here to get stronger, better, build your self-confidence and know who you are, not block everything. So when it's unblocked and you out there in the real world, you start crying and breaking down. Stop. Okay. When a dusty on a bus call you this and call you that, you go and break down and get into the fetal position and rock back and forth in the corner. What? No. This channel is to help you get stronger and to realize who you are and to get your bag and your money and not care what nobody else think who ain't paying them bills. And even if they are paying them bills, to know that they can't decrease your value. So if you scared from a little comment in a negative comment section, what you doing here? You got to make sure you in it to win it, not somebody to hold your hand and help you feel better about yourself if you can't even do that. No, I won't do it. I won't even do it to my kids. When they leave my house, they gonna know. And if not, I'm gonna tell them every day. Okay, I'm not gonna allow you to come in here and look for sympathy. Go to your mama. There is no sympathy. If I'm in a comment section and it's full of negativity, I'm gonna have fun up in there. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because y'all know I troll with the best of them. In fact, I might even get extra excited. Be typing. That's how I learned to type so fast, trolling. Other trolls, sprinkle back in the day. How did you learn to type? Girl, trolling. I type super fast. You see me typing, you're like, dang. That's how I know. Y'all remember the ratchet tap from yesterday? I had this little hair clip on my nail, and I was like, girl, I know some of y'all with them ratchet nails. I know y'all can text real good. I know typing is not the thing no more. I know texting is now. So y'all be like, y'all probably learn Morse code subconsciously and everything by now. So, don't allow people to bring your energy down. Okay? Just do what you got to do no matter what. We don't care. If they want to be negative, let them be negative. It's their free will. And Like, that's another thing. Like, speaking of valuable, when someone is valuable, like nothing anyone says can change that value, can change the increasing of that value. They may have an opinion on whatever, they may have something negative to say about it, but the value will never decrease. It might even increase because of the controversy surrounding it. You have to realize that. Look at yourself as a valuable whatever you want to say that you are, and that your value only increases. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter any of that. If you are truly a valuable person, then your value will only increase. It may not be the way that you feel like it should increase in. Like, for example, if you don't look the way you think a valuable person looks, what else about you is valuable that no one else can touch? Focus on that. You can always improve your looks. It's called wigs and makeup and whatever else you need cosmetically. That's easy. It's called whatever. It's called, I don't care. But what else makes you valuable to yourself? Not to other people, but to yourself. Because um, they may never see your value, but as long as you see it, they will feel it, and they won't mess with you, and they won't ask you to lower it. And if they do, they're going to know exactly why you're not complying, because you already know, and it can't get lowered. It can only increase. Look, if you're not coming to increase my value, and if you're coming to try to talk down my value, get up out of here. That's the attitude you need. If you don't have that, you can never be leveled up, because you're always going to be trying to struggle to stay somewhere and figure out who you are. Okay? So if you want to be leveled up, you stay leveled up. Okay? You stay there. You don't go nowhere else. There's no movement called level down. You stay there. Level up is continuous. It don't stop. The value keep rising. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was feeling down today, and your words made you feel so much better. Thank you, Shira. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. I hope you feel good today. Um, so level down channel over here. The only level down channel is Pick Misha's channel, telling y'all to cater to your man. Make sure he happy. Spoil him. That's leveling down. You can go over there if you want to level down. They got you. If you are a valuable man, you don't need all that extra validation. You can spoil yourself. Like, what's a woman gonna buy you if you already got everything or can get everything? What's she gonna do? The best thing she can do is give you the things that she knows you like, because she listens to your thoughts and what you're saying. That's why I would say, get him a gift basket, fill it with all his favorite things, to let him know that you know and you paying attention, and that you know what he likes. It could be something cheap, but nobody else may know that about him. And when he opened that little gift basket and it's sitting in there, it's like, dang, she sees me. She sees me above all this money, above all this, whatever. She sees the real me. She just don't see the carbon copy that everybody else sees of me. She sees the real me. And this is why I say you shouldn't treat anybody who's rich or whatever, have more money than you, any different when getting to know them, because you're not going to get to know them if you're treating them that sort of way. You're not going to get to know the real person, because you're only seeing the surface. Okay, and that's how you increase your value every day, by treating people the same way. Because if you're valuable and you know they got money or whatever, then you already know they're valuable. And so what you really need to be looking for is the real them, because a lot of people hide the real them. But if you can see the real them, and they know you can see the real them, then they're more comfortable around you anyway. They're more trusting around you anyway. They're not going to allow some, carbon copy chick to come in who ratchet tapping on her phone about, her baby daddy, and how much money she need, and this, and that. And even though that can be a part of a valuable woman's life, it's not going to be discussed openly because, that's low class. You handle your problems and get them out the way. You don't complain about it to other people unless you're mentioning it casually to indicate that you may need the help of someone else, but do it in a classy way. Like I always say, like, people ask me, how do you get money from a man? Talk about something, talk about your day, and then mention something casually, financially, that you are, trying to figure out, and see if they offer help. If you already know that they will do anything for you, then you ask because you know the answer is going to be yes. Okay? So, if you don't feel that way about yourself, if you have self-doubts within your mind when you're nervous about asking a man for nothing, it's because you don't see yourself as valuable yet. When you see yourself as valuable, you fear very little, especially rejection from someone saying, "Oh, well, I can't do that right now," because a valuable person doesn't need a yes from one person. They know they can get a yes, maybe not from this person, but from another person, or da da da, or another way. It's not the end of the road for them. This is all I'm saying. So it's like if you're royal, if you're famous, or if you're very well known somewhere, or whoever you ask is going to respond to you, and they're going to try their best to get whatever they need to get for you. And if they can't, they will, point you in the direction of where you can get it. Okay. Because they know you deserve it. They know that you walk in that air of, I'm going to get it even if you say no. And they may want to be the one to give whatever it is to you, so that in through your value, they become valuable. You see? They become valuable in your own, sense. If this person likes me, then I feel more valuable. My value has increased too. And this is why a lot of dusties seek validation by using the term high value. Because if a woman gives a man the term high value, they feel valuable because we are true valuable. We can reproduce heirs. We continue bloodlines. Y'all know all that. We raise people. We birth people. We are the reason that you here. So if I can deem anybody quote unquote high value, if I can get my little scepter or my sword and dub you high value, that has to come from someone with more value. So see who you are, women, ladies. You are valuable. And you need the same from a man. You don't need to be dubbing your boo thing. If you don't know his value, if you don't know he's already valuable, then he's beneath you. Done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, roll, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thanks for joining as a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So, who deems a man high value? A woman. Who deems a woman valuable? Herself. The universe. There you go. And I tell women this all the time. Even when you donate your body to science, it's worth more than a man's body because you're valuable. No matter what, you dead or alive, you're gonna be worth more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. A woman that can influence for your benefit is valuable. So y'all gotta keep remembering that whenever y'all go to anybody and look for validation or advice or to feel good about where you are in your life, you have to go there already feeling that. You gotta go there already feeling that. And that person who's giving you advice, or that person who you're looking for approval from or whatever, should just be confirmation, not a checklist, not something to make you worry, not no. It should be, yeah, that's right. For real though, I know, I feel the same way. You should just simply be agreeing with like minds and knowing that you're not alone. And that's it. Uh-oh, Lavish. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ladies, watch this over and over until you get it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, for real. Watch it until it clicks. You don't need a man's approval. They need your dub of high value. Okay, because as soon as you call a man a dusty in public or online or whatever, he's dusty. He's dubbed dusty from then on. And the only way he can get back up to high value is somebody deem him high value, or he follows the checklist of what it takes to even contend to be some woman's high value man. Okay, if you don't make the checklist, then he can't be. But a lot of people know that, and a woman only can deem you that. You can't deem yourself high value because, like I said, women are in charge of that. You can't deem yourself high value as a man. You can only hope that someone sees you that way. But if you are a man and you say, I am valuable, you won't need the checklist. You won't be trying to work towards it. You won't need it in your titles. You won't lead with that in your Tinder profile. I'm a high value man. You won't need to put it in anything because it will not be necessary. Okay? It won't. Do you think all those billionaires and people out there are putting high value men next to ways they describe themselves? No, they're not. Only the broke dusties who are a paycheck away from being low value again are doing that. You don't want that, baby. You don't. Shoot. No, I don't think so. I can't. So this is why whenever, like in other videos, you guys come in here and y'all use that term, I have to correct you because it's basically speaking against yourself. Okay, and I have to correct you because a lot of people don't realize that you're sabotaging yourself when you use certain words and you are looking for certain things. I am looking, how do I attract a temporarily high value man? How do I attract a high value man? You don't. You attract a valuable man. Okay? Because if he's high value, he's one check away from being low value. Because he had to indicate that he's high value, which means that his status could change at any moment. Don't fall for the okie doke, and I keep trying to tell y'all. Men will be valued. A valuable man will be valuable no matter where he is, what position he is in, how he feels that day, what he's dressed like, where he's at, who he's with. He's always going to remain valuable, period. It won't be, oh, well, I don't get paid for 2 weeks, so we can't go out. That is not nowhere near no high value. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that because I got to work for some other dude. That is nowhere near high value. That is just simply, that's nowhere near valuable. That may be high value to that person or to whoever deems that is valuable, but it's not truly valuable. Truly valuable is when you know your worth and you use that to create an increase in value within yourself every day. And many women are calling themselves high value women. That means you're one compliment away, one paycheck away. Thank y'all for sending me cash apps. I see Nicholas and I see Terrence. Sprinkle. Oh man, it's sending me money. I know that's right. I got the men's today because they know I'm right. Sprinkle. Yeah, they gotta send it in secret because they wives be watching. Okay? I know. Don't worry. They gotta hit that cash out because they don't want that trail. Okay, we got it. I didn't say y'all last name. All right. So high value is the money in his account that he's willing to transfer to mine. Divine Sprinkle. You watch Shira every day. People thinking I've changed and I seem cold, but I don't care about their feelings anymore. I am leveling up and also Buying Level Up Cosmetics by Shira. I am so grateful for you. My life has changed. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Yes, get y'all Level Up Cosmetics. Y'all know it's shameless plug time. So, if you just want a regular nude palette, I sell, and this is really, what you need. You need elegant cosmetics that reflect your elegance and beauty and your value. Like this stuff don't look cheap. You pull this out your purse, this is going to be up for sale very soon. This is one of my new products. Y'all already have this one. This looks luxurious. Like you pull this out instead of the cheap lip gloss from the Dollar Tree or from the drugstore. Men already gonna know it's what time it is. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Gotta have good packaging, darling. I also have some nicer highlighters and eyeshadows coming very soon too. So we just gotta wait a little while. Always upgrading, always increasing in value. That's what you gotta do, no matter what. They will call a woman beautiful, but then they feel some sort of rejection. They call her ugly. Okay, well, if someone calls you beautiful or cute, and then if you reject them, they call you ugly, just say, "Oh, they're calling you ugly from the inside because you ugly with them." That's the way I'm gonna think. I'm not ugly. I know you just, maybe what I said was ugly to you, but I can't help that. Okay. You said everybody, look, I'm serving everyone a slice of humble pie. I knew the minute I started seeing anybody say hi. I know, girl. That's like, it's disgusting to me when a trend takes on that is very negative. Like, y'all remember the word thought? That's a thought. Do you remember that word? Everybody was using it. It was in everybody's uh, titles and stuff like that. And all of a sudden now it's like disappeared and it's like so old and things like that. And it sounds so cheesy and stupid today. That's the same thing that's going to happen to high value. Y'all gonna be silly like, oh, how do I find a high value? Just find a valuable man. And you don't ever have to say anything else after that. It's going to be like the word thought, or it's going to be like the word, just it's gonna die out. It's gonna be so passe. It's gonna be like, y'all remember in the 2021s and 22, everybody's looking for a high value man. They didn't know that high value man was one check away from being low value again. One interview away, one human resource visit meeting away from being low value again. Come on now. No, we're not going to do that. Have you always been this emotionally intelligent and unbothered? I would say for a long time I have. Everybody, they were young at some point and probably lived and experienced a lot of things that taught them. And usually, sometimes people learn on the first and second time rather than the fifth and fourth time. Because to me, that's something wrong with your brain if you can't learn and you keep repeating. So I just learned from experience watching other people go through certain things and how I watch how they solved the problem or how the problem was solved or what needed to be done to solve the problem that may have been successful. So a lot of times you see other people go through issues and things like that, and you see how they solve their problems, and then you think, well, you should have done this, and it probably would have been better. Then that's experience, So experience, I would say, is definitely going to help you stay unbothered, because if you go into any type of relationship or situation with all these emotions and ready to, give all this of yourself, but haven't received anything in return, then a lot of times you're going to get that experience. But if you go in and you have, um, doubts, or you don't have high expectations, but you have realistic expectations of what it is that you're getting out of the situation, then it goes much better. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going in saying, oh, this is going to be my true love forever and ever, you're going in and say, oh, this is going to be such a great experience. And I'm going to enjoy this and I'm going to remember this. And if I get something out of it, great. If not, I know that my value will never decrease anyway. When you go in like that, and usually you end up with exactly what it is that is the best thing for you. You know, the thing you really find valuable. Okay. You have a sugar daddy who wants to have you for his self, but you just want him his money. You know what I mean. So what can I do about that situation? I need some advice, please. Tell him where your ring at. If he wants you, if he want to take you off the market, where your ring? Where your name on a deed, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you gonna go all, if you gonna sugar all the way. If he wants you to himself, then you want property to yourself. You want your name on the deed. You want to be on that wheel too, okay? And you want to be Mrs. whatever his last name is, and then you can naturally reject him because, you married now. And what he gonna do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Better start talking about marriage if he wants you all to himself. That's called marriage, and even then, it's not a guarantee. All right, it's just an indication that for the majority or the most part, okay. All right. Depending on how things go, it's totally up to them. Yeah, is he paying every bill? Do you work, girl? Do you have a promise ring, an engagement ring? Is your name on something? Did he buy you a car? Then you can't be off of him. Okay? You just can't. It don't work that way. You take your feelings out of it and be logical. Yeah, I mean, your feelings may interfere now and then, but always use your logic in order to get, back your focus. hmm Do you have wig install videos on my beauty channel? A Shira Star. If he makes sure he pays for everything, though, you gotta do that. Oh wait, I have more wig videos on this channel. Just go to my playlist. Wigs, hauls, and makeup and stuff like that. I think that's what it's called. All those Y wig videos should help you. And I really don't do extensive installations. I just, do the least because I'm lazy. I'm a Pisces. But I'm like, if this wig don't come, I already this, and that. I'm probably not gonna wear it. So y'all better send it right. What are the details on the wig you have on? This wig I actually got from a beauty supply shop a couple of weeks ago, and I cut it because it was too long. I'm not Rapunzel, and so I cut it to right here to look more age appropriate. But it is just a wig from the beauty supply shop. I don't know. I forgot the details. Y'all be throwing them boxes away. There's probably a video on it somewhere if you go look. The first time you see me in this hair. All right. You'll be over in about, okay, I got to ignore these crazy messages, some of them. Your goal is to master emotional intelligence at this phase of your life. Your family always triggers you. Well, trigger yourself not to be triggered. Like, if you always getting triggered and triggered and triggered, then, if you do something so many times, it can't trigger you no more. You know what I'm saying? Just like some trolls and negative comments trigger some people. If you see that stuff every day, it can't trigger you no more. If whatever thing triggers you, overindulge yourself in the trigger, and it will never trigger you again. Okay, so like let her keep triggering you so much that they don't trigger you ever again. And the more they trigger you, the less you'll be triggered. You know what I'm saying? You really won't be triggered. You'll just try an attempt to trigger you, and it will just lose its power over whatever triggering you. Okay. Like honestly, like whatever. Nice try. Don't work no more. But I'll pretend so you can feel some sort of way. You know. What is the one thing of the biggest thing about yourself that you value the most? There's not one thing, it's everything, darling. Because it's a combination. Okay. You can't just pick one thing because then that one thing would only be valuable. The whole thing. Everything put together in the combination that it has expressed itself through me. All of it. That's how it has to be. Like, there ain't no one thing, it's everything. It's a combination. Are there popular girls in colleges? So, girl, I don't know. I didn't go to college like on a campus. I just went in, uh, went to class, got out because I didn't go to like a typical regular college, and I wasn't worried about no popularity. I was worried about this money. Okay, like who cares if you popular in college? What is gonna do? Where's my money? The reason you going to college is to get an education to get yourself some money. Okay, popularity in school don't make popularity in real life. There are people that are in high school that are popular and peak in high school, and then when they got out in the real world, don't nobody see them. They ain't nobody looking for them. And then the best that they've ever looked was in high school, and then they look start to decline. Their mental started to decline, and all they walking around doing was showing them old pictures from the yearbook. Okay, same thing in college. Focus on what you're going to become. Focus on what you want in your life. Don't worry about being popular in a place you ain't going to be for very long. Okay. Worry about getting this money in this world. When you get out in the real world, you know what makes you popular? Your self-confidence and how valuable you are. That's what makes you popular in the real world. The other stuff, it don't matter. How to be feminine and adventurous. I don't like hiking and getting dirty. They don't hike and get dirty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't like it, don't do it. Number one, if somebody asks you to do something you don't like, they don't like you. Done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. How to be. If it draws more men with money, only if it draws more men with money to you, it's not that reason. Okay. So if somebody's asking you to go hike and stuff, first of all, I'm not going hiking with you unless we've been married a couple of years. I don't trust nobody in the woods, or out in some open space. I'm not finna hike with you. If you're gonna climb some staircases to the penthouse, that's fine. But we ain't finna go on no hike. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll take. Okay, you want to get on the elevator? You okay? We're not doing all of that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is your favorite video of mine. Oh, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How is you are like a mom to you, mom? Am I a mom? You must be from the UK. Every dating profile, I love to hike. Girl, that's code for something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all figure that out later. It's a psychological trick to get you to climb to high feats with that person. You know what I mean? And sometimes it works. So you don't want to be doing that and don't be going on no hike. Or they could just be crazy and trying to get you alone in the woods. It's a psychological trick. We're going to climb heights together. And how you going to do that? We're going to get to the apex, baby. For real. We're going to go up here. Yeah. You said what's wrong with the woods though? Do you own them woods? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can we go survey the land you owned? That's right. I just want to dress more preppy and girly in general. Then do what you want to do, baby. You said happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes. Oh, Luciana. I've been seeing this man who recently got divorced. He takes me to fancy restaurants. Do you think it might be too soon? Since he made a jaded, since his mind is jaded from the divorce. Girl, it's not too soon. He's trying to get over that divorce. So he's out to have fun right now. Okay, and also depending on that age, how old is he? Yeah. So it's just about fun right now. Not about anything serious. You live in Vegas. A few people have recently gone to jail for sex trafficking women that meet online on Instagram. Girl, you got to be smart in this world, especially in Vegas. Come on. Men don't like being alone at all. True. Do I speak Spanish, Shira? Yeah, Espanol. No habla español. Sprinkle. Somebody called me the other day. I picked up the phone and they were speaking Spanish. And I started saying, I said, hola. And they started speaking Spanish. And I didn't know what they were saying. So I said, like, I let them talk for a little while too. And I said, no habla español. And then I clicked the phone. And then they repeated it like I was going to automatically learn and be fluent in Spanish. Like, okay, click. I understood 2 words you said, but okay. Sumptuous goddess, sprinkle, sprinkle. Situationship guy just canceled. He's now demoted. We'll see him after 2 weeks. Plan B is looking forward to see me. Plan C is waiting for. Girl, get what? You got all the ABCs, girl. What's your theme song? ABC. Simplest 1, 2, 3. Where's Do Re Mi? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, you gotta there's levels to this. You got a music system, a numerical system, and an octave system. Girl, go ahead. It's a multi-dimensional. Thank you for the donation, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. It's going to force women to step their game up. No, well, I mean, women should naturally step their game up whenever they feel like they should. If there's a motivation behind you stepping your game up, great. But even if your game is stepped up or not, you still have that value that, especially if you know, it's only going to just be expressed in a way that it may not have been expressed before. That's it. Because it's always going to be there. You say he in his 50s? Okay, well, get your money. Sprinkle. So you date him about 5 years, he'll be ready to remarry. Sprinkle. maybe sooner. Maybe sooner if he doesn't think, if he's not afraid, to commit again. If you get him super, super attached and then say, well, I gotta go, it could, trigger his being alone, and then he may put a ring on it. Okay, sprinkle. But you gotta get him super attached first. And then be like, I don't know what this is leading to. I think I'm getting ready to, go to the next chapter of my life. Then he's gonna put a ring on. Sprinkle. But you gotta be strategic. It's not gonna happen no time in the next 2 years. So make sure you're just having fun, getting your money, getting your savings up, getting your business started, whatever, however he's funding you. And then you go, take all of that away and he'll put a ring on it to get it back. Sprinkle. Broke men shouldn't be able to have you. A woman shouldn't be able to be had by a broke man either. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But some of them are because they don't know their value. Do you have advice on self-discovery? Yes. The best way to discover yourself is to not follow any trends, but to allow yourself to do what you want. In fact, create your own distinct style and look. Wear what you want, even if it's not in style or on trend, or like be an individual to the full ability that you can. That doesn't mean you have to be weird. That just means you're not following anybody else's example and you're not looking to see what you need to do by someone else. It's just you're going to do what feels most natural to you, what you like, what works for you, and then you begin to accept that and like it for what it is. This is how people set trends. This is how people become style icons because they've done what no one else has done because they're not following and trying to be anyone else. You become who you are, and then you rock that. You go with it, and you don't care what other people think. And then sooner or later, people are going to be copying you. Okay, and that's it. So that's how you find yourself. And that's just physically. But mentally, have your own thoughts. Stick to your standards. Don't change them because the trend is changing. Don't change it because you saw a meme. Anybody can type up a meme and say it in a voice that sounds true. Don't mean it's true for you. Okay, this is the worst thing that people can do is live their life through memes. With all these stupid memes and things written around and people reading it as if it's, gospel or whatever. Girl, somebody typed that meme when they was feeling some sort of way. You go type a meme, spread it around, see what happened. Okay, so make your own memes or don't even read those things unless you want to. There's deeds. So it's too old for them because they're not willing to spend on mature things that women over 30 or 30 like. So unless you want just to go out to eat and you want a little plane trip somewhere and your little apartment rent paid, by all means, men will love you and if you are under 30. But as soon as you hit that 30 mark, your lifestyle palette increases and they can't afford it most of the time. So they're just going to deem you too old for their wallet. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you got stay-at-home kids. Okay, you're a stay-at-home mom with 5 children and you in high 5-figure, ain't no such thing as a high 5-figure. 20 years apart, no babysitter, small allowance, how to level up and get more. First of all, you said high 5-figure. Okay, so he's almost 6 figures. Okay. 20 years apart. Okay, what are you doing? Did you recently get a green card? Are you married to him? Why 5 kids? How do y'all afford that? Small allowance. Girl, you ain't got no allowance if he's got 5 figures, and I'm not making fun of you. I'm just trying to get you to see the reality. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, SP. Love. Okay, good, Mommy Barbie. Okay, here's my thing. If that man is 20 years older than you, I don't know if those 5 kids are by him. He need to be making more than 5 figures by now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if he not, you need to go tell him to get job number 2. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How you gonna have 5 kids and 5 figures? He need 2 jobs and at least to get up to them 6 figures. I'm sorry. All right. Especially if he's 20 years older than you. I can understand if he's the same age as you, but what you doing, girl? See, he need to go get another job. He need 2. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you working, you say you're stay at home, so that's good. But he need to go get another one. Like maybe he can work online, do something at home, be a nighttime security guard where he can sleep through the job. I don't know, but he need to go get 2 paychecks and get up to them 6 figures. That's my advice. There's women out here working 3 jobs and no man. What's his excuse? Okay. Hmm. A sleeping security guard. Exactly. Shoot, why not? They gonna get paid. Okay. Sheila, don't be hard on your girl. I'm just being honest. And some people need to hear that. They need that jolt to wake them up. If I say it in a nice way, they're not gonna hear me. And this is for them, not me. I don't have to answer that question. This ain't for me. She gonna go tell her man to get another job tonight. Why? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, how to turn a 31-year-old guy into a sugar daddy? Wait till he's 51. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Right. Lost of excuses, but no one cares about if your man is in this world. Okay. You guys, if you're not into wigs, get into it. I used to think wigs look so fake, but I got a clear lace yesterday, and 4 guys asked you for your number that day. I didn't realize men love hair that much, girl. Yeah. Well, they do. I get double takes all the time, and they know this ain't my hair. Well, they might wonder, but they may not be 100% sure, but they gonna look. It's true. It's true. How do you make sure your husband continues to treat you the way you expect after having a child? Um, Cut him off. Okay. If he starts slipping, cut him off. See what happens. You get it back. He'll know what to do. Stop doing stuff for him. Be smart. If your husband don't treat you the same, don't treat him the same. Simple as that. Oh, next stop. Your teachings are increasing elegance, etiquette, and the beauty within our community, which unfortunately was becoming a lost art. Women of other races are maintaining these high standards, which skewed our value negatively. Hmm. Well, that's exactly why a lot of women, that's exactly why I started probably this channel because, like I said, when I was out and about during the day, on a weekday and I was shopping, I didn't see anybody else of color out there shopping. I just saw them behind the register. And a lot of these ladies were pretty young and very, capable of not having to work. And I say, well, if I can do it, they can do it. Let me go teach them how. Let me go show them what I did. Let me tell them. Let me give them all the 2 cents. And I started this channel because it was sad. Like people are sitting there resenting me because I'm not behind a register, and they looking at me crazy because I'm in line getting some stuff too. You know, the nail lady always asking me where I work. I'm here at 9:30 on a Thursday. Where you think I work? Do I live around here? Yes, ma'am. I know this neighborhood is expensive. And yes, I do live around here. Mm-hmm. You got to go to the nail shop and get low key racism to get your nails done these days. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I live around here. And no, I don't work. All right. They don't ask you if you live around here, you live in the ghetto, if you in a ghetto nail shop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Never have they asked me that in the well, I haven't gone to get my nails done, anywhere else but around where I live for like the longest. So I don't know. But back in the day, they didn't ask you those questions like, you were more in the urban area or in the city part. They don't ask you that. Do you live around here? Mm-hmm. You said you lie about your age and you don't care. Good for you. Do what you want, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why does it matter where you work? I don't know. I mean, you drive. You know they got them big windows on a nail shop. They see what car you drive up in. They see you ain't at work, clocked in somewhere. It's 9:30 on a weekday. Why you in here getting your nails done? Everybody else at work. Where do you work? Do you live around here, or you just passing through? Are you gonna be back? Yes, fool. I live around here. No, I don't work. I'm here at 9:30 on a weekday. And I don't mean to call her a fool, but if they ask you that every single time, it's annoying. And they didn't ask that. They didn't ask that. Okay, so let me just go ahead and give you a little mini story time. So they didn't ask the 300-pound Caucasian lady sitting across from me, getting her nails and hair done. I mean, nails and toes done, where she worked and if she lived around here. But they asked me. And I looked just like this when I went in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. They knew that she could be rich and not have a job and come in there at 9:30 to get her nails did. But I couldn't, even if I look like this. I had to have a job somewhere. I had to be questioned if I lived around there. No, yes, I do. I just don't frequent your nail shop because it's crusty. I'm only here because it's right next to the postal place. And I haven't had my nails done in forever. So you lucky I'm here. You better be saying thank you. That's not how you get customers to come back. The next place asks me that, I'm going to tell them off. I'm going to say, why you didn't ask that lady over there? She works here. They're going to give me a discount. Your nail's free, I know. Give my discount, baby. They got liquor up in there though. Like that's one thing that changed about that nail place. They only used to serve champagne wine. Now they getting ratchet and started to serve liquor up in there. They better not serve liquor to the wrong people. I came in there with my coffee. I'm like, I don't even get me talking. They think just because you are a Black woman and dress nice, you have a good job. Mm-hmm. I would shoot. You saw Hennessy on the shelf and said, "Oh nah, I'm in the wrong place." Mm-hmm. I saw a bunch of them little mini alcohols from like the airplane or from the counter at the liquor store. I was like, "Is this right? Where's the champagne? Where's the class? I don't know. Y'all got a liquor license?" Tonisha, sprinkle, sprinkle. You work one day a week and your boyfriend pays the bills, and I feel like that's too much. Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, then work up to half a day, then no day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's better than 5 days. Thank you, girl. Darylyn. She done sent me 1999. You got proposal from a man that you love, makes high 7 figures, plus got 8% of ownership of title company and loyalty from tech mogul FD. Cut him off after wife had mental breakdown. He still wired you $25K last week. They know about each other, but don't know I'm benefit. Girl, let me zoom in on this picture. What you looking like? All right, you look like you got that valuable mindset. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. You welcome. Thank you. See, she know her worth. Increasing. That's why I keep increasing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that very nice donation. You know your worth is valuable, which means it's steadily increasing. It will steadily increase. Don't put no limits on yourself. Don't say you high value, because high value got a ceiling. You valuable, which only increases. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She knows her value, and she listened, and she knew, and she got. That's it. Once you know, that's it. That's all that matters. Everything else is gonna fall in line. No, she ain't over there rating herself. She ain't over there putting ceilings on her limits and her value. She ain't over there with no checklist, taking no BuzzFeed quiz. She just listened to me and did what I said and got her proposal, got her 25K, got her sugar daddy and her mistress money, and she went on to the next. And now she's gonna get married and get that ring and be up the nail shop. And then people gonna be asking her if she working, she gonna have to give them the side eye just like I do. But at the same time, she gonna get her money. And her value is going to steadily increase. So congratulations, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Being with a high value man sounds like torture based on what they be saying in a podcast. Girl, if you got a podcast, you ain't a high value man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm just going to tell you right there. If you got a podcast talking about high value, you ain't high value because you're talking about it. You ain't being about it. Any dusty with a microphone can go make a podcast about being high value. Okay, well, what I'm saying is if your value is not increasing and you have to put a limit or a indicator where something is high or low on the word next to value, it is not increasing. It is only staying at that level. Okay, that's why I'm level up, because it's continuously. Okay, just like valuable continuously increases in value. That's it. A lot of people, I'm not going to say men, but a lot of people will use words that have ceilings and limits. And this is why when those words become, put out there in the mainstream, that you'll see it get harder and harder to do the things that you were doing already naturally before. You have to unlearn so many things. And you have to make sure that you know that your value is steadily increasing and that there is no ceiling on it. If you know it, I know it. I don't need high or low. I'm just valuable. If you're looking for a man, they just need to be valuable, irreplaceable. No one else can do what they do. No one can take their place. That's true value. High value, like I said, one paycheck away from being low value. Okay. If you're one check away from being low value, if you lose your job and your value changes, that means you are not valuable. It means your high value can sink to low value and like that. But if you're like that, sorry, not what valuable women should be looking for. These dusty men making some tip money on YouTube talk about being high value. Okay, that's because it's the trend now. Like any dusty can go do that and get money. And I don't down them for it. I don't down them for it. That's how they make their money. Let them make their money. But it doesn't make whatever they're saying the truth. Okay, people can lie to get paid every day. People lie and get paid every day. It's what you believe and how you treat yourself and how you value yourself that matters, and it brings you what you want in your life. That's it. Talking about being high value into a microphone may get a dusty paid, but is it going to get you that husband? Is it going to get you that ring? Is it going to get you, the status that you want in life? Probably not. But it's going to get them paid. So let them get paid. At least they trying to do something. At least they ain't asked their mama for $20. At least they got up and got a microphone. I don't know. I'm not downing anyone. All I'm saying is choose your words carefully to create the life that you want. That's it. All I'm doing is expounding upon and creating removing that ceiling so that your value steadily increases, and whoever that you are trying to attract also has a steadily increasing value. Okay. We're available. Choose what to understand what your market value is. Well, your market value is priceless, darling. If you're only going by, the carbon copy Instagram look, then whatever that trend is at the time, and the closest you are to the trend, that's your market value. Now, your true value, the one that steadily increases, only depends on you. What are you doing to increase that value every day? Sorry. That depends on you. So there are women that we will deem valuable who may not look like an Instagram model, who may have priceless value, who steadily increases their value on a daily basis, who only attracts valuable men. Because some of these Instagram models are out here with dusties. Some of these Instagram models out here paying other men's bills. Okay. So depending on your value and how you increase it, however you choose to, gives you your pricelessness, which means you're irreplaceable. There's no one else like you. And like Coco Chanel said, in order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Have different ways of being valuable. Have multiple faceted ways of increasing your value for yourself, not for other people. Think about this. If you're a man, because a lot of times it has to be flipped around. If there was a man who was valuable and they had several ways to increase their value, and they did, everybody would use them as an example or the standard of what a valuable man looks like, correct? Be the standard. Don't try to reach the standard. Create the standard. Okay? That's it. Okay? Create the standard. Be the standard. Do not follow the standards. Be and create the standards. Just caught you live, still no provider. I dump after they give excuses. Okay. Well, attract somebody valuable. Keep going. You got to get through a lot to find the quality. Or you got to become the quality and it will find you. Hello, beautiful. You've had a sugar daddy for over 6 months now, and I've been getting well over $5,000 a month, and you've been saving since. What are some good investments for yourself so that you can make sure that you're set? Start your business, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start your own business. That's my number one. Do something you love. Invest in yourself. Okay? Invest in yourself. Thank you for the donation, though. Invest into yourself by starting a business or an online something. Do what you got to do. Like, that way you determine whether you're successful or not. Okay? That's all you got to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said some influencers are retiring their husbands and are the breadwinners. There's nothing wrong with that if it makes them happy, but it makes me sad to see them. I wouldn't you know what? That's fine. And people have their own reasons for doing things, and let them do them. That's not, not everybody's in the same category. Doesn't make it right or wrong. If they feel it's right for them. If some women don't feel that's right, it ain't right for them. Go by what you feel and feel is right for you. That's it. Shira, I don't know who any of these people is. I don't have a moderator. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Probably just a fake illusion, baby. And if it is a moderator, I don't remember moderating. Having anybody as a moderator. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know I don't be clicking on no extra. You're turning a 31. What age is best target? Anyone who's able to pay all your bills and give you what you want, baby. The older, the more money you're probably gonna get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I always tell y'all that. How do you make sure James still has googly eyes for you? Look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for everything. Love disciple. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look good, because that's most men are about this. Unless they go blind. I don't know. Then you better smell good and feel good. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you make read it down. You said I'm an honest person. Can I start dating when I live with your parents at 29? Start. Girl, where you been? They had you locked up something in the basement? You 29. You saying, when can you start dating? You live with your girl, you should have been started. What you doing? Girl, there's people already with whole families at 29 celebrating the anniversary. You better hurry up. What you doing? Do you still wear? I still wear whatever I want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, like, can y'all keep the questions like sensible and logical? I'm going to wear. Okay, good for you, babe. Do whatever y'all want to do, whatever it helps you do, what you need to do, go do that. Increase your value, and don't listen to people that you have nothing to gain from. Okay. What's the most to get from a sugar daddy? However much you can get, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is teenagers dating 10 people living in the mama house? For real though? Sure, how do you categorize men, valuable or non-valuable? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got two categories. Are you valuable or unvaluable? Is it? Does your value steadily increase? Then that's the ones you want to deal with. The ones that don't look like it hurt to pull out their wallet. Okay, that's because they know more is coming in with no issue. Different cultures in the world can do what they do, but here in America, it's a red flag for a man to still live at home with his mom and get a certain age. Yeah, I don't know. Purse. Hi, Shira and her beautiful subs. Happy Mother's Day. What do you want? House, car, plants, what? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why we gotta choose all of it, baby? All of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna give us some choices. I'll circle all of them. How do you manage finances within a marriage? Accountant. Like I don't do it. If I have to do all of that, then I'm not in the right life, because I don't want to have to count and do all that stuff and worry. I don't want to make life altering decisions at the gas station or at the grocery store. I need to get what I want and be out and still have money to spend, saved, and go do what I need to do. Okay? If I have to do all of that, I can't. I'm not gonna be in a marriage. Okay? If I gotta sit there and stress about that, I ain't doing it. No. That's the whole point of choosing the valuable. That's not what she meant. Well, I don't know what she meant. how do you manage? I don't manage finances. I just get what I'll get and be happy and continuously get. Just keep getting it. Y'all asking me the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people. Okay. All right. So, any other questions? I'm getting ready to end this live video. Maybe go on my other channel. I don't know what time it is. But what do y'all want to ask for though? If you still single, would you date a Muslim? Why are you asking me about religion? I'm not asking you religion. I don't care because I'm not finna convert. I ain't finna go to nobody's church, nobody's mosque, nobody's nothing. Okay, unless it's for a funeral. So it won't even matter. I'm just here for that money. Sprinkle, okay? I don't care. Don't ask me to convert, and we don't got no problem. Okay? I won't ever. You're gonna convert to whatever my religion is, which is the one I'm gonna make up in order to get everything I want. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. We will see you soon. Okay, and you know what? Do you have any book recommendations that you are currently reading? My books, baby. The Wisdom of SheRaSeven, darling. It's on Amazon. How do an older man who wants consistency every day in the beginning, but you want money? Direct deposit monthly into your account. If you can't get that, then you can't get no consistency. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I tell them you don't like discussing money. You don't like asking for money every time. You would like a direct deposit every month to cover all your financial needs, and then you can be comfortable and focus on the relationship while being consistent. Otherwise, if you got to worry about money, you got to worry about how you're going to get it. And if you tired of asking him or he beating around the bush and not bringing you what you need in time, and you got to ask him 50 times, then you got to keep your options open. Okay. You get on that direct deposit, make sure that direct deposit is on there every day, the same day, every month. And then you can be consistent and focus on that relationship. Otherwise, I'm not going to be focused because I'm going to be too worried about how I'm going to get this money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. My mind is going to be elsewhere all the time if you're not taking care of my basic needs. Is it safe to give out account numbers if you stupid? Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what Cash App and PayPal is for. And Zelle and all that kind of stuff. If you know the person, depending on your bank, you can use Zelle for them direct deposits. Or PayPal for a reoccurring invoice. Aquira. No question, just thank you for being here while I got my mind out of survival mode. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Appreciate that. I'm getting all these nice people just giving me money. I appreciate that. Steadily increase in value. Yeah, everyone will. Who believes in themselves that they are valuable. Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, this girl wanted you to send her some money for a plane ticket. Is this a new scam? No, she need a plane ticket. Better be glad she asked you, because most people wouldn't ask you if they thought you was dusty. So it's a compliment. Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira. Still no provider, man. You're 50 plus. Still no provider, man. You're 50 plus. They say standards too high. LOL. Then, girl, then find someone else who can meet those standards. Okay. How old are you trying to date? You might have to go up. Like, ain't no 70-year-old man telling you your standards is too high. I already know that. Ain't no 69, 65-year-old man telling you your standards is too high. How old are you trying to date? You're dating a guy in a wheelchair and he's very generous and easy. Okay. You must have saw that video. I talked about that wheelchair. You haven't seen, you probably saw it, didn't you? Gave you the idea. You was out there targeting the handicap section in the nice restaurant, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Yes, you was. You was out there waiting for that Mercedes van to pull up. I know. Anyway, congrats, girl. Congrats. You say you work at a hospital? Okay. Well, you got it easy then. The handicapped people everywhere. All right. Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Not the wheelchair. Oh, my God. Wheelchair bound people need love too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And they need abuse to be generous with as well. Let them be. You say he got money. All right. Okay, maybe I can go to the roller rink and you can skate next to him. Hold their hands. You roll along. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sound like a date to me. He could rent out the roller rink because he got money. Y'all can roll to skate to it, baby. Skate. Slide your way on over. And saying sprinkle, sprinkle. You have self scars on your arms from over 10 years ago. How do I hide them or not be bothered? When men ask what they are, I say story from another day and then move on. Girl, you gotta make up a good story behind them scars. So make them want to give you some money. Get creative. Tell them you better come up with something good. Better come up with something good. How to get money out of an alcoholic man. Put your computer on a shopping page when he's drunk and get his credit card. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Fix him a few drinks and then pull out your computer laptop and y'all pick out stuff together. Get his credit card. All right. Do you think being a stripper is high value? I don't. I think being a stripper is temporary. And so, therefore, it could be high value because high value can turn into low value very quickly if you are not steadily increasing your value. So, if you're a stripper and you're trying to start your own business on the side to increase your value as a woman, then I would just say you will not stay at that level of value. So, unless you own your own strip club, your own strip line of clothing, your own G-string line, your own whatever these thing pasties is, you won't be high value for long. And that high value will drop to low value unless you create something and you're irreplaceable and very different than the rest of the strippers. Okay. So write a book on stripping, do something, stand out, increase your value. Anybody can take off their clothes and twerk. Okay. What's different about you? There you go. If you want to be a stripper, be an entrepreneur stripper. There you go. Entrepreneur stripper. All right. That's it. Thank you. You gotta go be an entrepreneur stripper. Be an entrepreneur stripper, girl. Have to get you a little line or something, some pasties, and name them after your strip name, girl. Then sell them online. Pass out cards to the other strippers. Like, girl, you need some of my pasties. I get the most. I'll bedazzle your sugar daddy name on your pasty, so when he come in, he gonna get top dollar. Girl, I will find a way to get paid several ways at the same time. Join the Patreon. You know, a stripper with a Patreon. After work, I go live and take off my makeup and wigs. You see what I really look like. I'm a strip for real. This is way better than the Oprah show. Y'all are so silly. The after hour stripping. The stripping and you take everything else off. But you're going to have on a bathrobe. You strip his face and his head. So, is it realistic to continue to be celibate until a marriage and still require a man to provide for you if he wants your time, looks, and attention? To me, it depends on your culture and what that other man is allowed to do if he feels like he needs to go get some, and your reaction to it or your unbotheredness to it. Like, for example, if you ain't sleeping with somebody, then it doesn't really matter if they go sleep with somebody else, in my opinion, because we haven't even crossed that line yet. I might be a little mad, whatever, but if we haven't crossed that line yet, I don't care, because you ain't getting nothing from me anyway. I want the ring, the deed, the house. That's the business deal. Okay. If they're willing to wait and do that and whatever, then they know you about your money. And if they're trying to get some from you and your standards are marriage, then keep your standards. If you think it's ridiculous, then get something for whatever you're going to give up. Like, make sure it's something that you want, something on the list that you want. Like, okay, if I do this, I ain't working no more. If I do this with you, I'm on direct deposit for 3 months in advance. If at least you have much time to save up or whatever. If I'm doing this with you, my name on somebody's property. If I'm doing this with you, I got some diamonds and some jewelry that's going to increase in value, or that I can have something of value to walk away with. If I do this with you, I'm leaving with something if it don't work out. So if you can't get to that conclusion and whatever, then I wouldn't even bother changing my standards. But if you can get to it and you don't think it's realistic to wait anymore, then get something out of it. Oh, Chanel, Sprinkle, appreciate that for being a member. Shout out her. Shira would be Diamond from Players Club. No, I wouldn't. I'm gonna be Dollar Bill. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own it, baby. I'm an owner, or I'll be the new owner. It's a good idea to give something as a thank you to your doctor who treated you well, or is it Pickbisha? I have a gift from my doctor. Is it a holiday? If it's not a holiday, like a major holiday, no. You can send a card, but they may have so many patients they won't know who you are. But I would wait till a big holiday. And first of all, if you make it for the entire office, like an air freshener or something that the entire office can benefit from. That way it won't look Pickbisha-ish. And every time you go in there or they see it, they will be reminded of you, and they have to see it every day at work. It's not a personalized gift that they have to hide or feel weird about, because everyone can enjoy it and you look like a generous person. And every time they see you, they're going to remember you and they're going to think of you every day. Get them for the office. Oh, Monica, Sprinkle. I work for your fiance, so he pays me, but I pay all the bills. Should I work elsewhere? You work for your fiance, so he pays you. You still working? Sprinkle. What to tell? I mean, thank you for the donation, but when you gonna be able to stop working and still get them bills paid? What to tell other sugar daddies and friends when one sugar daddy flies you to exotic locations? They want to know where I'm going and who with. You're going to visit family. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't post about it. Have a fake Instagram if you're trying to post. Or post and say, wish I was here without your face on the exotic location. People know the real deal. Wish I was here. Your wishes automatically came true at the same time that you said it. Okay. Just don't be in the picture. Don't post the ones that you're in. If Shira worked in my office, you would, boy, before I would be working. Men are not that great, so they aren't paying. I ain't staying. Okay, like exactly. Like, why limit yourself when you can have multiple streams of income from multiple men? All right, and not have to work at all. Advice for ladies who have been out the game for 2 and 3.5 years and leveling up. It's like riding a bike. You don't ever forget how to do it. All right, y'all. I have to go. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Y'all hit the like button. Ooh, y'all didn't already hit the like button. I need 50 more likes because there's at least 50 more people in here than there are likes. So y'all better hit it again. Hit the like button, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get them likes up. Before I go, I want to see at least 10 more likes. Get it. I feel so weird. I feel like I'm not in touch with reality when it comes to men. And then that's how you get them, when you out of touch. Because when you're in touch with reality, reality gives you all these limits. Reality tells you what you can't do. And that's why people like, imagination and a way to view things that seems impossible. And all those people that you take advice from, that you break out your pen, break your neck, get into the internet to take notes from, who are super successful, they don't live in reality either. That's why they can accomplish so much and get what they want in life, because they don't live in reality. They're, people's version of reality. What is reality? Reality is what you make it. It's your reality. One person's fantasy is another person's daily reality. One person's imagination is someone's actual life that they're living each day because they saw it as reality. So whenever someone says you don't feel like you're in reality, that it is your reality. You create it how you want to create it, just like everyone else did, who you break your neck to go take notes from, and who have all the answers, and who have written books, and who are profound, successful people that have the keys to what you're striving for. These people did not live in reality. They thought outside the box. They continued to think outside the box. They knew that they were valuable, and they never put a ceiling on themselves. They never put a limit on themselves. So you do the same. Why can't you do the same? What's different about you? Oh, Lily, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that, girl. So what's different about you? Why can't you feel the same way? If you're taking notes from these people, if you're looking up to them, if they are mentors to you, why can't you think similar? Why is it that you have to live in someone else's version of reality that limits you? I don't know, but you don't. Okay? You never do. You men, hit the like button. Y'all in here daily, okay? Hit that like button. Are we still telling men we are receptionists? I look too smart to be one. If they have to know what you do for a living, just say I work in an office. They shouldn't need much details if you're interesting. Like if someone say, "Well, what do you do for a living?" I work in an office building. Tell me more about what you do. You seem very smart. They don't care what I do. I'm not finna pay no. I'm not finna pay none of their bills. I'm not finna sit here and discuss my work, my job, because I probably don't even have one. If if I'm lying, and if I have a job that makes a lot of money, they're never going to know until I think it's time for them to know, and they're never going to know all the details even. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I look too smart to be whatever I am too. Or I don't look smart enough. And that's the beauty of it. Women can look however they want to look. I could look stupid and dumb and be a genius in disguise. But they'll never know. So that doesn't matter. How can you attract men with money? Be be treat yourself the way you want to be treated. Okay. Give yourself the best of what you whatever you can afford. Live the life that you want to live. Dress for the lifestyle that you want. You will attract those people that are already there and who are also valuable. If you deem yourself valuable, then you will also attract valuable. Okay. Don't look ratchet. That's number one. Don't be looking ratchet. Sprinkle sprinkle. Hang out where people that have money hang out. Don't be in the hood. Don't be at the corner store. Don't be wearing no bonnets. Don't be, in the places where, everybody can afford to get in. Go somewhere more exclusive. Find somewhere on the other side of town where you actually want to live. I'm not saying you live in those bad areas. I'm just saying, because I don't know where you are on this level up scale, but wherever you are, go higher to where you want to be. Okay. And frequent those areas. Look how people dress, act, walk, talk, and you'll get the picture. You'll see. Study and make sure that you are doing what you need to do to get to the next level. A man tried to talk to you yesterday, but I just walked away and said, and no, it's just instinct. Maybe it's just I don't know. If you want to talk to him, you'll find a way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Lily, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all. Well, I gotta go. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. For real this time. I'm out.